In today's episode, Testing 1, 2, 3, Rainbow Dash is given a chance to join the reserves of the team she's dreamed of joining her whole life, the Wonderbolts, as Twilight tells her in a helpfully expository reminder. However, first she has to pass an exam on their history, because it turns out they're not just a team of racers, they're actually a Royal Air Patrol of sorts, which would explain why their duty includes getting their asses handed to them by Spike the Giant Dragon, but not so much why it also includes winning races and being celebrities. Or why that's really all we ever see them do. Twilight tries to tutor Rainbow with her favorite study methods, but when she finds that Rainbow's a natural-born goof-off, the other friends all try their hooves. Fluttershy with a play about the Wonderbolts starring her cute little animal friends, Rarity with a fashion show about the past uniforms of the Wonderbolts, Applejack with... never mind, and Pinkie Pie with a 90s nostalgia rap about the Wonderbolts. But no matter what they try, the information fails to stick, and as Rainbow loses confidence in herself, things start to truly seem hopeless. Until Twilight conveniently discovers that Rainbow might actually be a genius, with the ability to remember everything she observes, even in her peripherals, when she's doing something she's fully engaged in, like flying. So, does this episode continue Season 4's comeback, or will I be just as happy as ever to wear the Non-Brony sign? Let's get the second opinion. And possibly a new catchphrase. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, and this is the episode where we get to see Rainbow Dash put through the ringer a little bit as she tries to prepare for this exam for the Wonderbolts, this history exam. And in my opinion, it's kind of a played-up episode. Like, instead of trying to really imitate what somebody would do in this scenario, how they would react, just spot on exactly as it would happen, it sort of hams it up for effect, like Twilight studying with Rainbow Dash, how Rainbow Dash just goofs off, and she doesn't do it the way somebody would goof off in that scenario, just sort of trying to hide it, maybe keep it to themselves, maybe pretending they weren't if they got caught. Rainbow Dash does it a little more in Twilight's face, and she, when she's really proud of herself for it, she doesn't even try to, she's like, Spike, Aloysius, high five, and they're the ones who are worried about Twilight's reaction and are backing away. And then when Rainbow Dash starts to lose hope, lose faith in herself, there are a lot of, like, oh, I'm such a loser, woe is me lines, so they play that up too. So, okay, but I also think that this is a great episode, because, I think, yeah, this is one that knows exactly what it's doing, and where, it's played up, but it also knows what it's trying to get across, just like where to put the pieces, how to align everything so that it still gets across what it's trying to convey. It knows exactly what it wants to say, exactly what it wants to depict, and it knows how to just, move from one point to the next and where to put the played up moments so that they just add to the effect. By playing it up, it still shows us the whole thing in a nutshell and lets us have fun with it, like sort of distance ourselves from it just enough to see what's fun about it or what's funny about it. So, okay, I definitely think that was the right approach, and and they really do a good job with it. They have a lot of fun with the moments, like I said, Rainbow Dash studying under Twilight, how she goofs off in this way that's very cute, actually, but also a lot of fun, just how into it she gets. Let's see, my favorite moment has to be when Twilight is trying to give her a history lecture on the chalkboard, and Rainbow Dash, her mind starts to wander without even trying, and then she slips on her stool and notices it squeaks and then starts rocking back and forth in rhythm, just, entertaining herself that way, and then Spike and Aloysius come by, they decide to form a band. Aloysius starts hooting in time, and then Spike comes by with a drum, and they're all just doing this big march in the background while Twilight is turned away from them, drawing on the board, not noticing that her history lecture is now scored, essentially. But, okay, and then, to some of the pranks she plays, Twilight sits down on a chair or stool where Rainbow Dash has placed a horn, so there's a sound effect, and, just a lot of fun. I probably couldn't do it justice, but, okay, that was a lot of fun, and then, of course, I know you're all waiting for me to talk about Pinkie Pie's rap scene, which was a lot of fun, and, that could be useful for learning, don't get me wrong, but, it's clear that, this moment, they just really put a lot into this. They wanted to this to be sort of a show stealer, and it was. It's like, yeah, Pinkie Pie. How does she learn? Turns out she's affectionate for the 90s. She just flips the screen around, and she's in this, a whole, like, MTV, I don't even know what music video I'd be referring to in particular, but yeah, she's in a music video with these ponies who probably don't exist, with the sagging jeans and the polka dot boxers and the hats around backwards, and she in this very excessive outfit with like a big chain around her neck is skating on a vert ramp and just dancing in this way that I'm sure Vanilla Ice would think was good, and just spinning this whole rap on the Wonderbolts from it. Just a lot of fun. The whole like the tint changes for it. Just they really capture the look and feel actually of what they're going for there, of sort of the 90s, and then Vinyl Scratch is there too, just because that's what she does, getting involved in dubstep music or rap, hip hop, whatever. So yeah, just out of nowhere, this whole sequence, just this big 90s rap that was a lot of fun. And they all they have to stay consistent with the Wonderbolts here to everything they're saying. They have to make it the same fact every time, I did notice, so spinning a whole rap out of it, A for effort there. That was, okay, a lot of fun, so you get it. Just a lot about this episode. They just really have fun with it. You really get into it, so, alright. Big points there, but it's also a very good character depiction sort of an episode. Like, I mean, everyone here, well, not everyone, like, I mean, Applejack doesn't do much in this episode, and Rarity, not much more than Applejack, but okay, a lot of the characters get some very nice depictions here, like Twilight, of course, how she is still really fastidious, how she really cares about studying as it's supposed to be done, how she tries to take Rainbow Dash under her wing, no pun intended, and just, drill it into her, and then just how the comedy that can be spun from that, how Twilight doesn't realize when characters are sort of rolling their eyes at her behind her back, so, okay, yeah, they get into a lot of what can be funny about Twilight, but also, I mean, how her personality in general, just how, like I said, fastidious she is, how she really takes tests seriously, and how she really wants to help here. Like, she is, in spite of the fact that Rainbow Dash is good at trying her patience, you can tell in certain moments that she genuinely wants to help Rainbow Dash, and that when Rainbow is becoming overwhelmed and losing faith, that she is really trying to understand, really trying to help her out, and how she comes up with the solution and figures out what's going to save the day here. So I mean, it's really a great depiction of Twilight, once again taking up the reins of leader, and really being patient and trying to understand her friends or whoever she's dealing with, and just really trying to do right by them. So okay, I guess that's them exploring how she takes up the reins of Princess, and no pun intended, the reins. But anyway, very well done. You really they really make you like her for it. They show you how she's good at it without sacrificing sort of the other qualities that were likable and funny about her to begin with. So, okay, it's a good Twilight episode, even though she's not the main character this time around. Fluttershy, they had a really nice moment with her where Twilight and Rainbow Dash have just sort of lost it with each other. They're arguing about who's better suited to be a Wonderbolt, but watch it for that. But anyway, Fluttershy, is trying to intervene, and she is a little too soft-spoken, but at this point in the series, we've established that she's able to put down her hoof, and she is able to finally just yell, like, "Cows! Is that?" and get them to notice her. So, okay, I like that, how with Fluttershy, how they do let the fortitude she picks up carry over, and so yeah, she's able to intervene and still be the element of kindness. In fact, that's what she brings to the table in this moment. She is able to make herself heard, but I mean, for the purpose of spreading the kindness, asking them, is that any way to treat a friend? How she's able to get them to calm down and move forward with this. So, okay, that was a really nice Fluttershy moment. And then, of course, Rainbow Dash, because they really explore the full spectrum of her character here at Rainbow Dash, the full spectrum. I Lots of unintentional puns in this episode, but okay. Yeah, Rainbow Dash, like I said at the beginning, how she's the class clown, and I mean, they play that up for effect, but not just for effect. We do sort of see how she operates, how she is led astray by when she can't pay attention to Twilight, even if she tries, just how easily she's led astray by things that do interest her, by things that she even subconsciously would so much rather be thinking about, and just like how not how she doesn't just like to have fun, just like how into it she gets, like the kind of a mind she is, what we explore here, and even how she falls apart. I mean, I did say that was kind of played up so we could get the idea in a nutshell, but that's not inaccurate to how someone would be in that scenario, sort of melodramatic. That's what happens a lot when someone loses confidence, that they're like, oh, come on, could it really be this bad? Like, here, I'll beat myself down too. You happy now? Life? Like, thanks. And just, again, I mean, the line, like, when Twilight flies away, she says, yeah, I wouldn't want to hang out with a loser like me either, which, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but that she says that after Twilight leaves, I think was worth noting. Like, she didn't actually want anyone to hear that. That's just her beating down on herself, like, when, letting it out sort of uncensored when no one's around, just, how she feels, even if it does sound kind of, melodramatic. That's why she wouldn't say it in front of anyone else. So, I mean, stuff like that, I think, is not an inaccurate depiction of someone like this. And in fact, you might remember we've seen this kind of thing from Rainbow Dash before, when she sort of loses faith in herself, how she sort of takes that just as seriously. I like how the show can get into that as somebody who has a big ego. I'll say, because, I mean, people hear that, like, they get into what that actually means, having a big ego, because people hear that, they just think, okay, they're full of themselves, they're jerks, so, okay, that's that in a nutshell. But okay, actually the definition of an ego, as defined by Freud, is just your sense of self, like your awareness of the concept of you and everything about you. And Rainbow Dash, that's what I mean. She is full of herself, and seems like she's getting a little better at that. But I think, like, more at the core of that, it's like it's not so much selfishness. It's like, I mean, like I said, she's very aware of everything she does. She's very aware of praise and the feeling of being praised, and how people take more notice of her when she does something impressive. So, I mean, so she places a lot of value on making herself look good, and trying to rise to the ranks, and praising herself, and making sure she has a right to feel good, or telling herself she has a right to feel good, all of that. But then it works both ways. She's also very aware of when things aren't going her way, and when it does seem like she's going to come up short, and when she doesn't feel like she's good enough. 'Cause, I mean, if somebody who just didn't understand or didn't want to understand would say that, okay, she's dumb, that's all there is to it, you can't teach an idiot. And so she isn't any more, like, she doesn't feel like dialing that down. She's very aware of, like, ooh, what if that is the right way to be? Like, she's throwing that on herself more than anyone, that, okay, I'm dumb, there's nothing for it. And and that's where this solution comes in. That another thing I really like about this episode, just how they explore this theme, how, Rainbow Dash is wallowing in it a little bit. She's really wrapped up in it, and she needs someone to show her that, okay, that's not the case. She's just wired a little differently, as Twilight says during that kind of a sweet little line that, they've tried all of their ways to help, but they haven't tried Rainbow Dash's way. And, she has her own way. She's wired a little differently. And actually, also what I do like about Rainbow Dash's way is that, you think because she's the goofball, she is fun-loving, she likes high-action scenarios, high-intensity sports, that, so her way would have to be something like Pinkie Pie's way, just something that is fun and is energetic and does have something to enjoy besides the information. But, the thing is that, I mean, not necessarily. When they actually tried that, the rap or Fluttershy's play, she found the extra aspects to it, the music, the costumes, the cute little animals, she found that distracting. She didn't know what she was supposed to be paying attention to necessarily, or what she was actually supposed to take from it didn't particularly stand out in that. So, in fact, as it turns out, her way, going for a fly, don't know how you phrase that, but yeah, going for a fly with Twilight and taking note of just everything that's going on around her, so she can take in the information just by going through the motions, just by doing something that engages her mind in one way. It's actually the way with the least frills to it. It's the most direct way of sitting down and studying, except for Twilight's, which really is just reading information and or looking at information with flashcards and stuff. But okay, so I liked that, and I liked how they portrayed the friends going about it, because, like I said, Rainbow probably couldn't have realized this on her own. She was, too distracted by how worried she was that, she is that she could be that much of a failure. And when they actually cut back to how they pulled it off, just because we don't actually see everyone on the ground when Twilight and Rainbow go on the flight that is a critical moment. Going for a flight? I don't know. I'm an English major and I don't know how to phrase this, but okay, as sad as that is. Rainbow Dash and Twilight go on the flight that Rainbow Dash takes in all of this information on, and we don't even see what's going on the first time. We just know that Twilight has something planned, and then they cut back to how they pulled it off. Everyone on the ground acting it out and just coming together, making sure Rainbow Dash has something to notice as she's flying past, because she can she multitasks in the air. She takes in information from everywhere. So they make sure that she has just something really quick to take in. And you really see everyone at work there. It has the air of just friends coming together to do her a favor, to really save the day for her. And it's not just the 6 friends. They have the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They have Big Mac. They have ponies we've never met before. So it's more peripheral friends and then just friendly acquaintances all coming together to do her this favor, to see if they can help her, just because they really want her to succeed. That's a very sweet moment. It's it's a pretty big payoff in its own way. Just, them Twilight figuring out what makes Rainbow Dash tick, and everyone just, getting behind her on that, and how they believe that she can do it if they do this for her. So, just very sweet kind of moment, this episode. It does sort of have an understated sweetness, and it seemed like the show has been worried about going too sweet before, but it doesn't have to worry about it this time around, because it makes its point, and then the sweetness just kind of forms naturally. So, okay. All in all, that's it's the 6th great episode I've had for season 4. It's because Princess Twilight, the 3 in a row, Maud Pie, and this. So, and it's one of season 4's best. It's one of Rainbow Dash's better ones. But I have to note now that going back to season 3, that had 3 great episodes by my count, which half as many. But season 3 was half as long. So season 4, it's on its last 5 episodes, I believe, and it needs one more to pass up season 3 on that front. And actually, even though it's probably passed it up on a lot of other fronts already, because I think I definitely like this better than season 3. But anyway, nonetheless, though, I will be watching for that. Can it get one more in there and officially surpass season 3 in every way? We'll see. So, okay, but apart from that, there is one more announcement that I've taken all the votes I think I'm going to get for what I should review for the extended universe material, and the 2 winning stories are volumes 1 and 2 of the My Little Pony comics, The Return of Queen Chrysalis and Nightmare Rarity, and one of those is a lot more self-explanatory than the other, but I'm going to be interested to see what Nightmare Rarity is about. But anyway, that actually seems like kind of a good compromise too, because it's not the show, but the comics are technically part of the sort. They are the official stories, quote unquote. So, all right, I guess still it might at least be worth exploring for me. So, definitely going to be interested to see how this turns out. I'll review The Return of Queen Chrysalis sometime in the near future, and I'll actually put this to a vote as well, just if you'd let me know what you'd like to see, if you kind of want to see me review it in the Linkara style, just looking at pages and making jokes as well as points, or just more what I do here already, my opinion on it in a nutshell, and or if you have your own idea, just put that out there, let me know what you'd like to see. So, okay, that's pretty much it, and the next episode is Trade Ya, so, alright, take care, see you there.
Yo, Pinkamena D, drop me a beat.
What am I doing with my life? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, send it to your enemies. And if you'd like to see more, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or one of the other links posted down in the description. And don't forget to send me the links to your fan art or videos relevant to this show for Viewer Appreciation Corner. Thanks for watching.